We have all lived through enough waves of technology to know that this is not the first time the world has changed. In fact, every time the world has gone through changes in technology, it has been met with excitement, and it has been met with panic. And as we enter the AI age, many of you are excited, many of you are panicked, and most of you are probably a little bit of both. But we are going through and entering into a time where we're going to see more fundamental changes in our society and in our workplace than we have ever seen before. Now, we're not going to talk about networking because so many people come into this type of thing when there's a speaker and think, oh God, networking. They brought in the networking speaker for 15 minutes and then they sort of roll their eyes. I'm here to tell you that if you roll your eyes, I can see you. We're going to talk about human interaction because it's not how do you hand a business card, it's not what side do you wear your name tag on, and it's not about how do you craft an elevator pitch. Are you guys all familiar with the elevator pitch? The elevator pitch has been taught for like 40 years in the corporate world, and the idea is, for those of you who don't know, you memorize 2 or 3 things about yourself, and when you meet somebody new, you like flick a switch in your back and start telling them. And the idea is if you got in an elevator with them on the 31st floor, 35th floor, you could tell them all about why you're so great and what you do by the time you reach the lobby. So imagine for a second that we got into an elevator together, and I found out that you were a meeting organizer, and I went, I'm a professional speaker. Oh my gosh, you could hire me. And as soon as those elevator doors closed on 35, I turned to you and said, hello, my name is Thom Singer. I've written 12 books. I speak all over the country. Blah, 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 blah. Just verbal vomit all over you. What would you do when we got to the lobby and the doors opened? Run, flee, run, get away. I have spoken to nearly over 1,000 audiences, and never has anybody said, take you to Starbucks to find out more about you. Everybody says run, which means we're teaching people to flee. And that's not what we want to do, especially in this world of change. And you know what? Do you remember when having a website made your company cutting edge? Well, we have seen changes. We have seen fax machines and email and voicemail and cell phones and smartphones and the internet. And every single time people said, whoa, this is moving too fast. Or this technology, it could cost jobs. Or, whoa, this is gonna change society. And every single time they were right, but they were also wrong, because it is never about the technology. It is about the people and how we use the technology and how we adapt, going all the way back to that first big change of technology, not the wheel, the printing press. From the printing press forward, we have had a series of technologies that have changed our world, and we need to be able to adapt to it.